Hey guys, so I have gotten multiple requests for a tutorial on my eyeliner technique. I don't have any eyeliner on right now because I'm gonna do it with you today. I'm gonna show you the products I use and explain how and why I do it the way that I do. Um, by the way, if you think you hear a lawnmower in the distance, yeah, one of my neighbors is mowing the grass despite the fact that it's almost halfway through November, and who cuts their grass in New England in November? I don't know. But hopefully that will stop as I get through the tutorial partway through. Anyway, yeah, so I do my eyeliner a little different than most people here on YouTube because the trendy way to do eyeliner at the moment is still to do like a winged liner on the surface of the eyelids, and that's just not going to work for me because my eyes are hooded and I'm an older person, so I have fine lines and wrinkles a little bit in that area. And when I do my eyeliner like that, it looks bad because when I relax my face and those muscles drop, the wing doesn't really even look like a wing anymore, and it just doesn't look good. So for me personally, the way I like to do my eyeliner is on the top, I like to tightline, which is basically just putting the eyeliner on the inside of my eyelid instead of on the surface of my eyelid. This is going to still give me definition, but it's going to let me use my full lid space just for the eyeshadows, so it will make my eyes look bigger and less hooded. Because when you put the eyeliner on the surface of your eyelid, now you've decreased that space. So even if you don't have hooded eyes, if you have smallish eyes, by putting the eyeliner on the eyelid, it's going to reduce that space and your eyes are going to look even smaller. So you might want to consider tight lining. Now I know some of you have told me that it scares you, or you don't know how to do it, or you don't feel comfortable with it. Some of you even told me that it was painful. It should absolutely not be painful. One thing you can do is use a kohl eyeliner pencil. These are going to be softer than a traditional eyeliner, so it's not going to be as uncomfortable going on. And I'll show you how I do that in a minute. Now on the bottom, what I do is whatever the darkest color is in my eyeshadow look, I take some of that darkest color on a small pencil brush and I run that right along my lower lash line, and you can see that there is some color there. That's the color that I used on my lids. The two shades that I used for powdered eyeshadows today on my lid and crease area are both sort of a medium depth of color, so I wasn't really sure which one I wanted to do, so I decided to go with the lid shade, but normally I would use my crease shade, but I used a neutral plum eyeshadow on my lids today, and then I used a warm brown in the crease, so I decided to go with the plum shade underneath. But that's what I always do. Then I add another eyeliner right on the waterline. So I've usually got two colors going on right in that lower section. Now I use black for everything right now because I've just gone back to using MAC Blacktrack Fluidline. It's a little more expensive than something that you could pick up at the drugstore, but I feel like it's worth it because one jar of this will last you a long, long time, so you'll get your money's worth out of it because it's such a nice formula. Once you put it on, it doesn't move. It doesn't migrate like some gel eyeliners do, and it's very creamy and comfortable to work with. So as you're applying it on that sensitive area, it's not going to be uncomfortable. It's going to apply easily, smoothly, evenly, And you can just have, there are a lot of gel eyeliners out there that don't apply well, don't go on creamy, or they're going to move on you. So I would say, you know, spend a little bit extra and get the MAC Fluidline. Now, I like black because I feel like it goes with everything. But now that I've gone back to using this and am enjoying it so much, at some point I do want to pick up maybe some colors just to kind of switch it up and have a little more fun with it. And because I like to use it in conjunction with the Maybelline Master Kajal Cream Kohl Eyeliner on top, I probably will pick up more colors of this in colors that I also have this of. I also have this in addition to the Onyx Rush, which is their black. I also have a blue, a gray, and brown. So I'm probably gonna pick up, when I do get more colors of the Fluidline, I'll probably go for those colors so that I can match it up. So, all right, let's start with the Tightline, because I know that some of you have said that you have a real problem with that. Now this is, when you first buy this product, the Maybelline Master Kajal Cream Kohl Eyeliner, it comes to a very sharp point and it's really easy to get in there. But of course, as you use it, it's going to thin out, and I don't know if you can sharpen these or not. I haven't even attempted it, and I don't feel like I really need to, because even though this isn't super pointy anymore, it still goes on really easily and I have no problems with it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get closer so you can see and I can see. So I just put this right inside that tight line and then just basically just drag it across. So I'm pushing on that tight line. And when I get to the end, I do it again. Now I'm pushing on the tight line and I'm pushing a little bit upward, because if you don't do that, you could hit your eyeball and, you know, you could injure yourself, or that could be painful. So just be really careful. Do this in your makeup mirror. If you have a makeup mirror with a magnetized side on it, use that. You know, when you're first starting out, do everything you can to make it easier for yourself so you can see what you're doing. And then the more you do it, the easier it's going to get, because I would never attempt or advise anyone to do this in a computer monitor like I'm doing it right now, unless they had had a lot of experience, because, you know, you could hurt yourself. But I've been doing this for a long time now, so I just start at the corner and I press up into that tight line and I press a little bit upward and then just drag it right along that lash line there, all the way to the end. And it goes on really easily, very pigmented. This is a great product. Just like that. Now, when you first buy these, they're very, they're a lot more wet than after you've had it for a while, so you might get a little bit of migration when the product is new, but once you have it open and you've been using it for a while, that kind of goes away and it's not going to be as wet anymore and it's not going to migrate. But don't be disappointed if the first week or two that you use this, you might see a little bit of migration, and you know what I mean by that is it's going to coagulate a little bit in either this corner or that corner of your eye, because that will go away after 1 or 2 weeks, and that pretty much happens with any eyeliner when the product is new. So that's how I do the tight line, and that just gives me a little bit of definition, and that's just how I like to do it. Then on the bottom, on the waterline, like I said, I use MAC Blacktrack Fluidline, and it just comes in a little jar like this. And it's just a gel eyeliner. And what I use for a brush with this is the Sonia Kashuk Precision brush, and it's number 202, and it looks like this, and this is available at Target. And the reason why I like this one is because if you use something that has a super fine point on it, which is great for winged liner, but the way I do it, this isn't going to be a wing, it's just going to be on the waterline. This is a little bit larger than one of those fine tipped brushes that you would use for a wing liner, and this is going to deposit more product and just make you be able to do it a little bit faster. So I just realized I got eyeliner on my hand here. I got a big black mark. But okay, so all I do is I just take the brush and just put a little bit on the tip. And then all I do is, I'm not pulling my eye down. I'm just like, just putting my hand there to kind of like anchor what's going on here. And you can start from either way. But I'm just going to go right along the waterline. Actually, I think I'm going to start from this side. And just drag it across. And then I just go back and add a little bit more product. I don't like to put too much on at one time, because if you put too much product on your brush and then go in, it can get like all messy and get all over your lashes. And I usually do my mascara after my eyeliner, so that will pick up any excess product that got on there. But I figured I would do my makeup today with everything but the eyeliner. So I'm just going right above where the lashes are. And then when I tilt my head back, you can see the black line. Now when you're doing it, it's going to look like you've skipped spots or you've missed something, but that's just the angle that we're looking at it right now. As soon as I tilt my head back, it's just going to look like a thin black line. And you can make this as thin or as dramatic as you want. I try to go for a happy medium and just you know, have it look like a thin black line, but yeah, you can make it as thin or as thick as you want, really. But I really like this Sonia Kashuk brush, but you could probably substitute with something else that you already have. So it's kind of like a thin, small pencil brush, but they just call it the Precision brush. Okay, so just start from the corner and just drag it right across, right sort of at the beginning of where the lashes are. But it's such a creamy formula. Okay, so see, when I put my head back, it just looks like a solid black line. But when you're looking at it, it almost looks like it's not even. You can add a little more if you want, if you think there's a spot that you missed. So that's it. So it you know, it gives my eyes some definition. And to me, when I do a look, if I don't have eyeliner on the top and bottom, to me it just doesn't look done. I just like the way it looks, but you know, everybody's different. Different people like different things. And that's it. That's how I do my eyeliner, tightline, and waterline, because you'll always see that in the description box. I always list all the products that I wear. And I try to put, like, you know, the name of each eyeliner, and then I do put tightline and waterline in parentheses, usually next to the product for anybody that's new, that isn't familiar with my routine. But that's how I do it. And, you know, it's just like with anything else. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. And this is just the way I like to do my eyeliner, but everybody has their own method. And I've actually seen in a lot of magazines and even on some YouTube videos where they say, you know, not to wear eyeliner on the bottom, or I don't know. I like the way it looks. So it's just a matter of personal preference. And, you know, like I always say, don't let anybody tell you how you should be doing your makeup. Do it the way that you want to do it and the way that makes you happy. There are no rules. And, you know, we all have different ways of doing things, that either because you like doing it a certain way, or because maybe, like I was explaining about why I tightline on the top because of my eyes and so forth. So that's it for today, you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Bye.